Alperen Sengun just dropped 19 points, 16 rebounds, and 7 assists against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And so far, Alperen has been breaking basketball, showing his elite passing ability at his size, but also having fun rebounding and really good interior scoring. Alperen is third in usage on his team, but his uptick in numbers have taken a crazy jump. He is getting more assists while also turning over the ball less, and that's a key to consider as he's becoming a legit playmaking hub from the 5. But he can't unlock himself as a playmaking hub yet because he has a terrorist as a head coach and his teammates are pretty putrid. Alperen Sengun is a legit misused option in the half-court offense, but yet he's still prevalent to their half-court offense because Stephen Silas is a legit terrorist. He can create in the low post and on the elbow, and he is a very good passer at his size, obviously, and is probably a top 2 or top 3 passing big in the league. Sengun's passing is elite, we get that, but his teammates are horrible and the offensive structure is also horrible. The Rockets rank 18th in cutting frequency and 30th in points per cut. With a playmaking hub, you need guys to cut, and the Rockets just don't have that. And here's some post-scoring chops from Alperen Sengun, and you can see none of his teammates are cutting at all. Forget all that. He's 11th in post-up frequency, and he averages 0.98 points per possession in post-up shots, and he's in the 64th percentile in that. He is big and wide, and is just good at using finesse and skill to go ahead and get these shots over defenders and create some really nice advantages in the post. Alperen has elite low post gravity, and he's able to use this gravity to his advantage and create a lot of advantages by kicking out to spot up teammates since they don't want to cut. This jump in his post scoring and his interior scoring is really good because he's getting to the line more and he's reliable at getting to the line. And this new juice for him drawing contact has jumped him into the 81st percentile in free throw rates. He's also taking a finishing jump, which he was in the 42nd percentile last year on layups, and now he's in the 60th percentile. And this helped him as a roller, and he's much better in the pick and roll with some of their guards. Alpy is also implementing a floater into his game, and while it's not the most efficient and he doesn't really have any touch on it, it's still fun to see that he's adding that to his game. All of this is making him a legit interior threat. He employs great post moves and has very good footwork, similar to a ballet, and he is very ambidextrous and has some really nice dexterity. And with these fakes and array of counters, it can leave defenders choking on what they're going to do. This tremendous scoring boost has brought him up to 20 points per 75 and 62 true shooting percentage. And that 62 true shooting percentage, or 61.5, will put him in the 78th percentile in the league. We know Alperen Sengun is a good passer, but what makes his passing special? He is very good at reading progressions, and he's also good at reading the floor. He maps players very well and just knows where they're going to be at all times. This elite floor mapping leads into some cool passes that you wouldn't even expect him to make, or passes that you didn't even see, or windows that you wouldn't see basically. He'll pull off some elite dump off passes and elite hockey assists that, again, you wouldn't be able to think he would make. He provides elite delivery and precision on these passes, and these are good for lobs and good for cutters or guys who are moving off the ball or in a spot up situation. You'll literally see him throw lobs to guards or see him make these insane behind the back passes, like I said, with insane precision. Like, he will not underthrow these passes or not overthrow them. They're delivered perfectly and they're on the money every time. He also has tremendous touch on these passes, and he gets these passes through various windows and pockets to his shooters and cutters. So yeah, Alperen Sengun's not your ordinary passer. He is special, and he's just a very good passer. This very good passing puts him in the 59th percentile in passer rating and in the 68th percentile in overall creation. He averages 4.2 assists per 75, which is pretty solid, and overall for box scoring metrics, he averages 3.2 assists per game. If he wasn't playing in the Stephen Silas offense, he would be averaging more assists per game. If I had to guess, probably like 6. And while Alpy has some brilliant things in his game, he still has some massive holes that hold him back from being an elite NBA player. And it's kind of like 3 things. The first one being his defense. He'll have times where he'll get demolished on ball screens and in pick and rolls. He doesn't really bring value as a rim protector nor on the help side, which obviously doesn't help him obviously on that end of the floor, and a lot of teams smoke the Rockets in that department. And yeah, he's just not that athletic. He's big, but he's not really athletic, and that obviously won't help him either. And he's also like a bad 3-point shooter and can't provide any floor spacing, which again doesn't really help him. Other than that, like, those are like 3-ish weaknesses that kind of hold him back. Him being like a good athlete, and him also not being a good floor spacer, and also him being a horrible defender. But I still buy Alperen Sengun's upside. He's clearly the best Houston Rocket, and there's just no debate at the moment. He leads the Houston Rockets in estimated plus minus with plus 2.1, and I really do see him as the best Rocket. Again, there's just no debate at the moment. With the Rockets having like the worst record in the entire league right now, they're obviously tanking, and they're going to be looking for a guy like Scoot Henderson or Victor Wembanyama. So playing sin ball and terrorist ball for Alperen Sengun is going to be pretty good, because I mean, he's just going to put up incredible stats and is going to carry this horrible team and terribly constructed team. The Nikola Jokic comparisons are a little too much. He's not as big as Jokic. He doesn't touch Jokic as a passer nor a floor spacer, and Jokic just has much better touch and footwork and just etc. He's a much better player, and he's better defensively, even though Nikola is not that good of a defender. But I can keep going. Alperen Sengun is having a really good year. He's blossoming into a legit star, and he's easily the best player on the rebuild right now for the Houston Rockets. And yeah, we'll see if OKC made that right move with that trade. I don't know, but we'll definitely see, depending on what they're doing, and they have a really good thing going on as well. But yeah, with Alperen Sengun being one of the better passers in the league, especially as the big, he's a really good low post scorer, and he has insane offensive upside. I think he's going to be a really solid player in the NBA. Domantas Sabonis light for sure. And yeah, tune into some Houston Rockets games. So yeah, if you do like the video, you could go ahead and drop a like. I'm not asking you to. And if you are interested by content and want more content like this, you could also subscribe. Again, I'm not asking you to, but it'll always be appreciated. And yeah, I'm out.
So I took the easy way. I promise this shit want a piece of cake. I had to take me a risk on the interstate. We got what you need like a giveaway. Trust me, his homie can shoot it at any day. This not a regular dodge, I'ma get away. Walk in with 2 choppers, you know I ain't contemplate. I need my money right now, nigga underlay. Right now. Or it's gonna be a DOA. I know some scammers hit shit on the BOA. Switch on